If you guys are looking for a place to get some reliable Ultimate Team coins, be sure to check the link in the description below to cointraders.co and use code LEGACY for 5% off of your purchase. Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we're playing some more NHL 18, and today's video is brought to us by Dylan Dank. He went out there and he suggested that we do a video where we try to find Henrik Lundqvist. As much as I'm not a big fan of those division rivals, we're going to put them differences aside for this video today, and we're going to try to find Henrik Lundqvist a home to go and play at and potentially and hopefully win a Stanley Cup before he retires. We know he's had this long, illustrious career, and the guy has not been able to bring home the big one, being the Stanley Cup. So first thing we need to do here is think of some possible teams that could use Lundqvist, use a goalie, and bring him home a cup. And they're going to need assets to be able to trade for him. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is maybe we try on air this. We might try a couple times. If we fail with one team, maybe we try another one. So first of all, the Ducks, they don't need a goalie. Coyotes. So what we're going to end up doing, I think, is we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick one team for this video. And we're going to see if we can make a trade for him, trade for Lundqvist, sim the season up, see if that team can win the cup. I'm going to go over all these teams, though. We'll see which one maybe the other options we can do maybe for a future video or something. So we're going to go over all the teams that I think are good options. And then we'll go from there. Let's go ahead and do this. These ain't going to win. The Bruins don't need a goalie. The Sabres ain't going anywhere. The Flames, they're an interesting one. Maybe we think about the Flames. I don't know if they're ready to win a cup, even with a goalie, though. I mean, they're a great team. Do I think they're going to make a big push in the playoffs? I don't know. We'll see what EA thinks. Carolina, I don't think so. The Blackhawks, they got a goalie. Colorado, sorry, you ain't going nowhere. So we'll keep, who do we got on the list so far? Who did we say? I already forget who it was. We said the Calgary Flames. So the Flames are, they're on the back of the list, but we'll leave them on the list. The Blue Jackets, obviously not. The Stars are another interesting one that could probably use a goalie. They have a fantastic team. Their defense is lacking, I think, especially in this game, but their goaltending, that might be a good place for them to go as well. Detroit going nowhere. Edmonton, they got an alright goalie. How low is Lundqvist overall in this game anyway? Florida's doing decent. The Kings don't need a goalie. The Wild don't need a goalie. The Canadiens don't need a goalie. The Preds don't need a goalie. The Devils don't need a goalie. The Islanders, that might be another interesting one too. I don't know what EA thinks about them Islanders this year. I should have brought up their overalls first before I went through these teams just to see like where the steps could be made. Maybe that'll make them better. Obviously, we can't change them to the Rangers. The Senators, it's a tough one too. The Penguins, you know what's crazy is trading him to the Penguins, but that's not realistic. You guys said realistic. He did say let's try to find a realistic one. The Blues, that's an interesting one. The Blues have Jake Allen. How's Jake Allen's overall look? The Blues could be probably the top of our list. Even, well, Vasilevsky wouldn't make sense. The Leafs wouldn't. Would the Leafs make sense? No, they got Freddie Anderson. The Canucks wouldn't make sense. The Knights, the Capitals. So what I'm going to be looking at, and maybe the Jets. The Jets is a good one too. Their goalie's kind of low on the overall right now. But again, man, I don't know. What's the goalie situation over there in Winnipeg right now? So what I'm thinking is Winnipeg, St. Louis, Calgary, and Dallas. Before we start though, I want to look and see what the best option can be for Henrik Lundqvist here, the teams that got around him. I mean, I know he's on their team and all, but you know, the way EA's got him rated ratings-wise and stuff, I know we want to try to keep it as realistic as possible too, but I do want to see who we have to work with. Let's start with Calgary here real quick and look at Calgary. They have, man, that bottom six on Calgary's looks like it's sore. See, I don't think Calgary is going to be in the running. I don't think they're like, oh, we're a goalie short and we're going to need Lundqvist and we're going to win a cup. As great as that defense is, I don't think that's first thing on their mind, and maybe they still have a lot of confidence in, yeah, I'm just kidding, Mike Smith. I was going to say Brian Elliott, but Mike Smith. Did they fix the overalls everywhere, like in rosters too? Because Gaudreau wasn't 89, was he? Wasn't he a lower overall before or not? I don't remember. You never know, though, with Calgary, man. That defense they got, I think Calgary might be thinking more offense first. Now, Dallas, on the other hand, we know they ain't thinking about getting defense. They're like trying to get the offense. Offense, a powerful offense, to say the least, is the Dallas Stars. And they have a good top pair D, well, solid top pair. And it's rough right after that. They would need a goalie to carry them with that kind of defense, I think. And Ben Bishop, 85 overall. I don't know if Ben Bishop's the one to do it. And Bishop's very happily taking that backup role. I don't know if he was happy about it, but he's happily done it. What is Lundqvist overall in this game? It is a 88. Yeah, see, that's a very solid overall. I didn't know if they lowered him much more than that or not. Not a big fan of the Stars. The Blues, man. The Blues are what's going to win me over, I think. I mean, they got a good second line. They got a good first line. The defense is solid. They got Bouwmeester, Pietrangelo. They got Parayko up and coming. Jake Allen knows an 84. I think that's the one. I think if there's one team that's like we're a goalie short it's got to be the Blues. The thing with Allen though is I don't know what the Blues are thinking with Jake Allen. The Blues might be in win now mode. I'm not the Blues GM. I don't know what they're thinking. I just know they've been to the playoffs like 40 or 48 years in the freaking league, and they have never won a cup. They have to be out at some point. Do they want to make that one big step? I mean, they dealt Shattenkirk at the trade deadline last year, so anything goes for these St. Louis Blues. You never know what they're going to do. Man, I want to keep this as realistic as possible. It's just the pure fact Jake Allen, maybe the Blues see more in him. He's 27. He hasn't awed me in any way. I think we're going to go try with the Blues first. That's going to be our first team is the Blues. Let's go and see what Winnipeg's got to work with. I'm pretty sure they'd happily deal their goalies because Hellebuck just hasn't been what they wanted him to be. Has he turned it around this season, though? I don't want to talk too much and be wrong about that. I mean, he's been better, but they still let up a lot of shots every game. He's got a .917 save. I don't know. I think the Winnipeg Jets would be like, you know what? Here's another year to develop for you, Hellebuck. We'll go get Lundqvist. I mean, they've proven before they'll pull the string on their goalies rather quickly. We're going to go after them St. Louis Blues, though, first. This is by far probably going to be the hardest part. EA does thankfully have Lundqvist's trade value down a little bit because he's older. Normally, if he was higher than that, it'd be really difficult. But it looks like they ain't asking for a whole lot, according to EA. We all know the biggest problem is going to be that $8 million cap hit. That's really what's going to kill us. Can the Blues afford that? Not even close. So the Blues have to clear cap. That's going to be the first thing for them to get Lundqvist. The other thing's going to be, what do the Blues want to give up? I can't imagine them wanting to get rid of Klim Kostin. Barbashev, that's another one. It's tough. The Blues have some young players that I just don't know if Blues fans would be happy with getting rid of. I think we're going to offer Barbashev. I don't think we need to do that. I think actually what we need to do is we need to dump cap. And we need to offer draft picks. If there's something the Blues might give up, it might be draft picks. I can't imagine them getting rid of some of these young guys. Maybe we can offer them Bertuzzo. They don't want Bertuzzo. I know that. The Blues don't want him either, though. So, hey, it'll take a first-round draft pick. There's no doubt about that. Lundqvist's salary is just too steep. $8 million. That's going to be the problem, too. Who in the heck can afford that $8 million cap hit? We're still over it. Even with them retaining all of that, we're still in cap salary problems. Oh, the Blues would have too many goalies, actually. Maybe we're not in cap issues. Let's see if this goes through or not. Who do we want to deal them with? That is a young goalie. Carter Hutton. Come on down. The Blues would love to send you on over. Hutton, Bertuzzo, first-round draft pick for Henrik Lundqvist. Now, that does seem a little steep, paying a first-round draft pick. But then again, you're talking a starting goalie here for a first-round draft pick. But how many years does Lundqvist have left? That is a steep price. But when you consider you're the Blues, your first-round draft pick, if you're expecting to win a Stanley Cup, it's going to be the 31st, 32nd overall draft pick. How good is that first overall draft pick going to be? Let's offer it up. This is a big gamble by the Blues. A first, backup goalie, Bertuzzo. Let's see if they'll take it. Trade rejected. I don't know why I built all that up expecting EA to take a fair value trade when it comes to the bars being the same. No, we didn't look at your trade block surplus. I'm afraid what we're going to have to do on this, honestly, is in order to make any of these trades work, we're going to have to vastly overpay. And I know in real life they wouldn't do that, and I want to try to keep it as close as possible. EA is so difficult to deal trades with, it's not even funny. I could probably honestly offer 3 first-round draft picks for Lundqvist right now, and they'd probably still decline it. We're going to offer 2. I like the first offer. That's something to chew on, is that first offer. Right now, I feel like we're vastly overpaying. I don't think any Blues fan would do it. But for the sake of getting this to work on a freaking video game, we have to try it. Trade rejected. Let me tell you. You think this is a joke? 2 first-round draft picks, and they're like, nope. Well, I mean, we're dumping Lundqvist off your team for you. We're renting him, whatever it is. You're eating some of the salary. I get it. 3 first-round draft picks for Lundqvist. Trade rejected. What'd I tell you? What did I tell you guys? 3 first-round draft picks for Lundqvist, and they're like, nope, not today. It's literally impossible to deal with EA in this game. Like, completely. I'll take off 25%. Trade rejected. I just took off half the contract salary, and you still won't take that. I don't know if I can take off all of it or not. I'll try. I'm in the red, like, a lot. We're in a lot of debt over here in St. Louis. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll try it, though. That is literally the bare minimum we can take off the salary cap. 3 first-round draft picks. What do you guys think over there in New York? Trade rejected. Go figure. Go figure, EA. For the sake of this video, we're going to throw him Klim Kostin. I know the Blues wouldn't trade him. There's no way. I can't imagine trading him for Lundqvist. But in EA's eyes, the only way you can get a player with trade value that's literally not even halfway full in the bar is 2 first-round draft picks, a stud center, and 2 other players. And that's probably still not going to do the trick. Trade rejected. This is why I do not do franchise mode anymore, EA. I want to play it, and I can't. All right, I'm just going to go and manually make this trade. I'm going to restart the franchise mode video, or restart the franchise mode, and we're going to go ahead and just manually make the trade before we get to franchise mode, because clearly there's no working with EA. We literally wouldn't be able to trade for Lundqvist, probably, unless we gave up Tarasenko. They'd probably still say no. I should have traded that just for a good time. See if they would have taken Tarasenko. All right, there goes Hutton. There goes Bertuzzo. There goes Lundqvist. So everybody knows there's no funny business going. You know what's weird? As a Rangers fan, what are you thinking about that trade? I'm thinking at it as a Blues fan perspective, or a perspective of a guy trying to get a guy like Lundqvist, because the first thing that comes into my mind is he's old. He's got very limited time left in his career, I think, to be an effective goalie. And I think that's what I'm kind of basing it off of here, if you consider the Rangers, unless they're thinking they're going to win a Stanley Cup this year, which they could. Hey, you never know. All right, so here are the lines we're working with. Before we go ahead and sim up the season, I did want to show you guys to make sure you guys know we got no funny business going on here. Lundqvist, Jake Allen. Let's go ahead and do this, EA. We're going to sim up the season. We'll see where those St. Louis Blues are. I expect them to make the playoffs, but we'll see. If they don't make the playoffs, that could be a big issue. But they have a solid backup goalie now. A really good backup goalie and a really good starter, so I think they're going to be in pretty good shape this season, considering the rest of the team around him. I'll sim this bad boy up. When we finish, I'll show you guys where we're at. Hopefully we can win that cup for King Hank. All right, boys, we have finished up the season, and look where we finished. 106 points on top of the Central. Just what the Blues needed. Looks like we're going in there against some Dallas Stars in the first round. Good to see those St. Louis Blues have a good season out of that. Hopefully, Lundqvist had a good season as well. I'll go over here and look real quick, see if he put up some Vezina-worthy numbers or not. Poor Jake Allen only went 9-6. Lundqvist, though, he did great. 41-22 with a .923 save percentage. That is just what them St. Louis Blues needed. We're going to see how that does. This may be the best chance Lundqvist has to win a cup is on this St. Louis Blues team. I think the other three teams, he may have to carry the team just a slight bit more, considering the teams around him, just like the Dallas Stars. Here they are, the potential other team he could be going to, the Dallas Stars. We're going to sim up this first round. We pick up an L. We pick up a W. It's a 1-1 series tie going into Dallas. It's going to be tough going into Dallas. It's still 2 apiece. If they get bounced in their first round, maybe it's Lundqvist's fault. Then again, though, the Blues themselves struggle in the playoffs, so you never know. Maybe it's a collective thing here. There we go. They pick up the win. 6 games. Perfect. Let's get into round number 2. Who we got in round number 2? Somebody easy, please. Probably the Blackhawks. Watch it. Oh, it's Winnipeg. I think they upset the Blackhawks. I think they was behind us. There we go. There's a win. There's a loss. There's a win. 2 up. Oh, series is tied. No, we're up 3-2. 3-2 going into game number 6. Can we win game number 6? We can. We're going to the conference final. This may be the team, the San Jose Sharks. So they're a tough team. Brent Burns is probably out there killing it. 2 straight losses. Uh-oh. We're the home team still. We got to pick up some W's. Game number 3 is a overtime loss. Oh, no. If we want to win and Hank wants to go to the Stanley Cup Finals, they're going to have to do the reverse sweep of those San Jose Sharks, which literally only happens in a video game. Here we go. Bring me to the game. Period number 1. It ends, and it is 1-0 Blues off an Alexander Steiner goal. Period number 2, it is still 1-0. Lundqvist is going to have to stay in there and pitch the shutout if this team wants to win game number 4. If not, they're going to be packing early. There's a goal by the San Jose Sharks right as I bring it up. Good old Bill's brother. Okay. Power play Sharks. These Blues are going to blow this game, and they can't do it. Keep them on the power play and kill it. Good penalty kill here, boys. Game's 1 apiece, and they did kill off that power play for the San Jose Sharks. The Blues are coming on. Oh, it's the Sharks coming on in. Who the heck am I talking about? Oh, man, what a save. Looked like he tried for the wraparound, but Lundqvist stuffed him. There's 5 minutes left in the game. If these San Jose Sharks get 1 more goal, it's all but over. It's going to be a 4-game sweep. The Sharks are going to go to the Stanley Cup Finals, and Lundqvist, there's a goal by the Blues. Under a minute left. Time's all but gone. Patrick Berglund. The Blues are going to live to fight another day. So is Lundqvist. They needed that win a lot. We're going into game number 5. It looks like it's going to be a home game. We need to win the home game. If we can pick up a home win here, go back to San Jose, pick up a win over there. Go back home for game 7. Things could get interesting really quickly. Period number 1. It is a 2-2 game. The goals are coming today. Martin Jones. Oh, okay, Martin Jones. That's the goalie. Who am I kidding? All right, period number 2 is, 4-2 San Jose. This game looks like it's over. The Blues need 2 big goals here in the 3rd period if they want any chance at all of going on to the Stanley Cup. If not, it's going to be yet another failure of a season for Lundqvist, for the Blues. Disappointment. The Blues are all over them, though, man. Look at these guys. They are peppering shot after shot. There's a goal by the Blues. It is a 1-goal game. There is 4 minutes left. They need to get 1 more goal. It's not going to happen. Tarasenko put one in, and that's it. The Blues are going to lose to the San Jose Sharks in the conference finals. Lundqvist, man, you can't buy it right now. That was probably the best option they had. If you guys want to see us do another video just like this one with a different team, one of the 3 teams I listed earlier, do let me know. As for this one, though, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.